Hi everyone, welcome to Sound Healers Tarot. Welcome to my channel. And when I pulled out the deck, this was the card underneath the deck. It's the High Priestess, and this is the picture I chose for my channel, the High Priestess. Well, this card is the reason why I bought this deck, because she inspired me so much. This beautiful spiritual being with the crown chakra open to heaven, inspiring her. And if you take a closer look, you will see that she has her eyes closed, but she can still see. There are eyes painted on her closed eyes. And this really points to our intuition and to our inner knowing and our inner vision that we all have. So yeah, I'm very surprised in a way, and then again not surprised that this after such a long time that I have not done a reading, that this card is turning up. So let us start. And the card underneath is the Four of Swords. This is a card that talks about healing, very deep healing, really nesting, going into your safe space to reconnect to your heart. And what I get when I see this card and then this card is it has been a long time where your gifts maybe may have felt like buried underneath the speed of energy, the speed of 3D events that have really speeded up in the last months or even in the past year, so that you might feel lost sometimes about where your soul wants to take you. And so it's just important for you to know that if you feel this right now, it's collective. We know that 2025 and 2026 are years of years like a bridge between two very different let's say timelines or energetic centuries even. And if you see in nature that when one season changes to the next season, it's not like one day you have spring, the next day you have summer. It's always blending into the next phase. And so these 2 years, 2025 and 2026, are this blending phase between two very different energetic portals, or centuries even, if you will. But we find ourselves confused a lot of the time. We find ourselves wondering what this is all about, and we start to feel energies much more precisely and much more intensely. In one of my former videos, I talked about that I can feel the change of the zodiac signs. When we change zodiac signs, like now change from Gemini into Cancer season, it's like totally different energy, and it intensifies. You know, these energies intensify. There, a few years ago, it wasn't that clear, but now it's your whole life is shaped by these energy shifts, and we have a lot of them. We always had, but we are getting more sensitive to it. It's the first thing, and the energies intensify because we are in a very special phase of Mother Earth transition. So let's channel into a little bit more into the current energy. Many people experienced a very vital and very fast but positive energy in June in the Gemini season. And we were like, wow, this is powerful. Yeah, Gemini is an air sign, and it is very, very strong in the mind. It has very strong mental qualities. It can structure 3D. And so you might have experienced yourself in exactly this energy during the month of June, that you were able to manifest many ideas of yours, even if manifesting in the 3D was before difficult for you. And so this was a huge energetic experience for many. And then when we had the change into Cancer season, totally different energy, you might have recognized that during the Gemini season there were really parts of you disconnected from. And that's interesting, because it's interesting and then again natural, because if you're in Gemini season and you're really sensitive to energies, you just go with the flow. You know, it's Gemini season and you just absorb the energy and just let it flow through you. So that's not a season to feel, it's a season to connect, it's a season to manifest, it's a season to mentally structure your life. And then when you get out of it and you move into Cancer season, it's like this part of you that was not recognized during Gemini season. It comes to the surface again, and all the emotions that have not been recognized or felt, they come to the surface again. And that can be overwhelming. Yes, Cancer season is very emotional. It flows up old patterns, old family patterns, old emotional patterns, and there's a very strong feeling of being like overwhelmed with the world. And that's not surprising, because Cancer as a water sign and the most sensitive sign in the zodiac, Cancer people are the people who suffer the most from the fact that the world has drifted apart from emotional intelligence. And I am a Cancer sign, and I can really say this. To me, when I look at the world, it's sometimes, when I look at the people who are so shaped by institutions and by yeah, being disciplined to not feel the emotions. For me, as an emotional water sign, this is very disturbing. And at the same time, I, of course, was brought up to fit into this, to fit into these patterns, to fit into all of these institutions. And also I got very disciplined and very goal orientated in a very early age. But it really led to being disconnected from very important parts of myself that are now slowly coming back. And so I just had one or two experiences where I met people who work in institutions, social institutions, very structured and very with a lot of discipline. And I can feel and see in their aura that the heart is closed. And when I meet them, I can see the potential. I can see the soul potential and I can feel the soul potential, but I cannot reach them. And this is something that's painful for me. And it has been even more painful some years ago, before I consciously knew what I was seeing. Yeah. All people just really are longing for connection, soul connection, heart connection. And if their mind sets them on a path where they think it's not possible anymore, or they have to be so closed-hearted and so harsh on themselves and others, and they keep justifying this with their minds, and they disconnect from the soul. And you can feel that. And it's very sad. For me, it's very sad to witness this. Yes. So, to finish the energy reading, because we want to do a card reading as well, this Cancer season takes us deep into exactly what I was just talking about, into our feelings. You will be it will come clear to you where you feel disconnected, and the pain about it will flush up. So it is painful. It is also something you might want to reflect upon, but it's also necessary so that you can redirect your life path. And I don't mean by doing radical changes necessarily. If you want to do a radical change, you can, but it's not necessary for this. It's just important to feel your emotions and to then readjust and have the epiphanies that want to come through about people and life, and how conditioning shapes us. And most importantly, for all empaths and all the people who can feel this too, it's very, very important that you see that it's not your fault that you cannot connect to people on this plane. Yeah, the people I talked about. Because empaths, when they fail in connecting to people, they always think it's their fault, but it's not. It's the conditioning train is very strong. If people have closed their heart for years or have set their ego on this path, to think this it's necessary to be harsh, it's necessary to be this way, and they disconnect from their soul and heart, then you might be an influence just by example, just by being heartful, but sometimes you cannot connect to them. It's just the way it is. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's ask for information that wants to come through. Okay, we have these two cards. This is the this is the healing of the inner child and patience. And I see this for the masculine collective especially now, but not only that. Well, Cancer season is the season for being nurtured, being reconnect with the motherly energy. And so it is a season for healing of the inner child, basically. And yes, we need patience for this with ourselves and with others as well. This is not a fast track if you want to heal. It's not a fast track. It's a path where you learn to be compassionate with yourself and others, step by step and little by little. We have the seven of Wands. Honor your energy, honor your space, create a space for you. Yes. Create a safe space for you where all the influences from outside stay outside. Also very important, because we will have this energy until we shift into Leo season at the 23rd, I think, 23rd of July. This energy will be predominant, that you create your space and accept the vulnerability and the sensitivity of Cancer season. And the more you create the space, the more your heart will be open, will reopen also. Okay, and this is a card that speaks about abundance. The Pentacles in the tarot, they speak about also worldly abundance as well, and worldly abundance in the 3D comes from healing the lack information inside your own field. If you always act like something is missing, or you always like leave yourself to help over there, over giving patterns, then you waste your energy outside while you not waste necessarily, but you instantly let your energy flow out to anyone who needs anything, and then you have nothing left in your field. Your field is empty, and as money is only energy, it will not come to an empty space, not to an energetically empty space. If you look at for money, it's the same with all kinds of energy from the outside. It's like affection or recognition, attention, being worshipped. It's all energy that moves into your direction. And if you keep letting your energy flow out of your field, then the energy stream is like always away from you. Yes, you created yourself. We created ourselves. The energy, we let them flow out all the time. Then nothing can come to you, because you give the direction to the energy stream to go away from you, not to come towards you. And to change this, and I know many people want to change this, many people are looking for solutions to change this, because they feel like, why am I always so drained? Why is the energy always like going out to others, not returning to me? And here we get the answer. What's necessary to change this is you need to decide, make a decision for you. This is a two of wands, and the wands stand for the fire energy in the tarot, for your passion. And you need passion for yourself. What do you want? What is important to you? So this is a card where you see she is turned away from this wand, and it's a decision for yourself. I decide to prioritize myself. And this necessarily also creates more joy in your life. And energy always moves in the direction of joy. And it creates more chances for love in your life. Yeah. Why not? And also, if you do this, make the decision, prioritize yourself, prioritize joy and happiness, and create more love. This is like a freeing your soul, and this is a card where you see the soul, her soul is coming out of her heart chakra. So it's like freeing your soul, yes? All the burdens you think you need to carry, they can instantly, in a higher energy, they instantly dissolve. It's possible, yes? It's a path, but it's possible. Yeah, and then you see, then you come into you move into your power. Even when I'm talking about it now, I can feel it. The Sun is the highest power card, the highest strength card in tarot. This is where you move towards when you walk this path. And there are many modalities how you can move out of this low energy field where it drags you down, and everyone who has a request on you is always immediately served by you with your energy. You can break this pattern. Yes, there are many ways to break this pattern. And if you are interested in a private session with me, I am trained by the Chinese doctor and healer, Dr. Master Zhigang Sha. He's a doctor of Western medicine, and he's a doctor of Chinese medicine, and he has created many modalities, energetic modalities, meditations, sound healings. This is how I progressed on my path, because I'm familiar with fatigue and depression, anxiety, and all of this. And I moved out of this as well. So you can move out of it too. And if you want to have a free session, I do free 50-minute sessions where I do a consultation with you about, and I give you information about my work and how I could support you. Then you are welcome to contact me via email, and the email is in the description box below. So let's see further. Okay, so we have this, I'll repeat this once more. You take the decision for yourself, prioritize yourself. You will have more joy, more love. You will free your soul, come into your highest power, and create the worldly relationships that are successful and abundant. Yes, way apart from codependency, way apart from energetically draining relationships. Yes. Oh wow. So we have the pair here, you see. This is the worldly relationships because it's the pentacles, which stands for the worldly energy. And this is the 10 of Cups, is about emotionally fulfilling relationships. Yes, this is this is a, well, let's say, worldly abundant relationship, and this is emotionally abundant, emotionally deep, true, walking side by side, being in your soul power, being sovereign, but totally aligned with each other. Yes, this is what usually many people wish for. And when I was pulling this card and talking to you about this card, I was having in my intuition says where the emotional, what's about the emotional side, and then this card pulled up. It's a pair, yeah, and it's very rare that they come out together, yeah. So let's see. We have under the deck, there's a break, which means there's a break on this. Yeah, if you wish to have this, it's still on break. And why is that? Because you need to come into your strength further. Yeah, and this is still, the strength is still in baby shoes. Yes, it's still on its way. Yeah, there's still some healing. This is a card where you see this person is very closed eyes, very like focused inward. Yes, and maybe this is why it's on break, because you need to rebuild your strength on a higher level, and this is still going. This is a third party card in my readings. So it might also, this relationship, this is now going into the soul, into a soul, let's see, it's going into a soulmate reading. Yeah, that's the word. So if you have a soulmate and you wish for this relationship, this fulfilling relationship with them, we saw it's on break because you need to heal further into your highest strength, and this is still something that you're working on. And there's also a third party. So let's see further. So things are speeding up now. Yes, you can see now the information is coming in now very strongly. So let's see. Yeah, you are still guarding yourself. There's still, because of maybe negative experiences you have made, you're still protecting yourself, and that's fine. It's part of being human. This is something you heal through, so you can open your heart again and honor your emotions. This is what she stands for. It's the Queen of Cups, and the cups stand for emotion in the tarot. So you are closed up, or the feminine is closed up, because she's still processing through old wounds and old emotions that have not been fully integrated. But we see with the wheel that this is changing. Yeah. It's changing, and you're on your way to create a new idea about what your life is supposed to look like, to fulfill you, not to fulfill others. And even if this vision was on hold, I felt it was like this vision, how your life should look like to fulfill you, has changed a million times over the past 1.5 years. It's because we moved out of a very old and very dense timeline into a higher timeline now, and that's why things change so quickly. So this is nothing to worry about. It's just something we can notice, that maybe you had a vision a million times, and like a bubble, a soap bubble, it's like boop, gone again. Okay, and this happens a lot these days. It happens like every 2 months or something. And one of the reasons why it does is because the energies are so leveling up so quickly that all the visions have to level up as well. All the people that are in your visions need to level up and be at the same energetic level as you, as you are evolving. And so it's like vision and gone, vision and gone again, vision and gone again. Yes, but it's just an up-leveling process. It's nothing to worry about. So it's also about trust, because when you have a vision, usually you want to hold on to it, fix it, manifest it in the 3D. And if you're going through this process again of letting it go and having another one, letting it go again, you come to a level of trust. So now we just tested, do you still trust? Do you trust into your abilities? Although your vision, a million visions of yours, have not been fully manifested. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because maybe it was not the right thing for you. And as you go deeper in your healing and you get to know yourself better, you evolve into a vision that can manifest. Okay, so my battery is low. Let's do a final card. Yeah, a vision that is more grounded. And this is a card of the grounded feminine, who is like calm in her energy. Then again, when you get very grounded, the masculine energy, they get wobbly. Yes, they get confused. That's what's happening right now. But it's all pointing to a common vision. You know, many masculines and feminines are working towards each other, yes, but before they can meet in union, they need to ground themselves in their own energy. Yeah, you cannot be dependent on the other energy if you want to create. Yeah, and some masculines or feminines, we need to separate from karmic partners, and also they need to rebuild their mindsets. Yes, some old mindsets need to leave, get out of the way. We need new epiphanies about ourselves, about our visions, about our path. And this is the final card, is a twin flame connection. Yes, many twin flames are on a healing path to get ready to unite. When is the right time? If it's the right time, if both of them are willing to do the work, if both of them are willing and able to do what it takes to level up on soul level. So I thank you for watching, and thank you for being with me here tonight, and I wish you all the best. Much love.